folks, welcome back to Best of Publisher series, and today we're going to take a look at a German publisher, Zoch Verlag. Now, Zoch, I'm going to call him for short. Zoch has made a lot of different games over the years. Now, they have made some medium weight Euro games, but they're probably best known for their children's games and or dexterity games. Now, this is not their only thing that they make, and if you mention this to them, they'll certainly tell you, we don't just make children's games, but that's what they're well known for. But they have actually two Spiel des Jahres winners, maybe more, but at least two that I know of, Niagara and Villa Paletti. Now, as much as I like Zoch, and I like them a lot as a company, these are like two of my least favorite winners of the award. When Villa Paletti won, which is a dexterity game, a lot of people are like, how did it beat Puerto Rico? Well, first of all, it's family weight, but still, some of their very, very popular games, Ball Sack, which sounds odd pronouncing it, but it's B-A-U-S-A-C-K, which is a bunch of just different things, dexterity style, different wooden pieces that you find at a craft store. Gulo Gulo is a kids game that a lot of people really like. They have some really weird, cool games. Mord Imarosa, which is a dexterity game where you stack a tower and drop cubes down inside this building. But here are my 10 favorite games from Zoch Verlag. Number 10 is Spinderella. I think I actually still have Spinderella somewhere here on the shelves. It is a children's game. It won the Kinderspiel Award a couple years ago. And in this game, you are moving spiders, and so that you move two spiders that control a string that makes a spider drop down. It has a magnet on it. You're trying to catch bugs. And it's really fun. You're trying to figure out the best way to move these spiders around to drop that magnet in the right spot. It's great for kids. It teaches some kind of engineering skills in a sense, as you're like, this one moves the string up and down, and this one moves where the dropping spider is. Really cool game. Number 9 is Los Momfos. This one I never had an English version. I can tell, but it could be called the Pooping Donkeys. This one has been on my shelf for a while. It's one that people are always asking me, what is that game? This is a game where there are 3 donkeys in the middle of the table. Each turn you are going to feed some, you're going to use a card to feed some little discs to one of the donkeys, and then you move the donkeys. You're moving them just so you forget which donkeys are what. And then every once in a while a donkey poops and you open the tail and all the discs fall out. But before you do that, you're going to say, I want all of one color. Now, if you pick the same color as other people, you have to split that color with them. So you're trying to figure out, okay, there's a lot of reds in there, I think. So there's a little bit of memory, but there's also then one, if you know there's a lot of reds in there, if everyone picks reds, maybe I should pick greens and I'll get them myself. But then everyone does that. So there's some cool, neat things in this game. It's more than just a kid's game. Number 8 is Pick Picnic. There's a lot of games out there where I like that, everyone is simultaneous revealing. Pick Picnic is one of the best. As you put these cards down and you're revealing them, and you're then winning cards, depending on whether you played a chicken or a fox, or the different cards that you're playing. The fox beats the chicken and the dog beats and there's just different back and forth decisions. It's a really good game, and also pretty small footprint. Number 7 is Kilt Castle. This just came out as essentially an abstract strategy game, as you're moving cards around the board and using those cards to build castles on top of each other. Three-dimensional look to the game, and then scoring, and you want to have castles on the top of all the different areas. Really good game. Number 6 is Scharfschützen. This one I also think never had an English release. This one is basically a trick-taking hot pepper game where you are going to say what tricks you're going to win. There's more than just this. The Seven Seals also does the same thing, but this one was a really good job, and also I liked how Trump changed in this one. Number 5 is San Franito. This is a game that's so unique, and I don't think everyone in the world will like it, but I really did. It's a dexterity game. There's a board, and you're flicking things onto this board, or throwing discs onto the board, and then based where they land, based are the different actions you can do. So you can knock other people out of the actions you want, and it's kind of an economic game as you get different ingredients to make food. It's just neat. It's a cool concept, but yeah, I don't think it's for everyone. This is just one I like a lot. Number 4 is Mangrovia. This is a game that I was really impressed with, as you are taking different actions and putting people on the board, and there's kind of a grid, and you're trying to build things in this grid, and different areas of the grid are worth points. Having some things can get you bonus points for being in rows and columns, and there's a lot of which decisions to make, but the decisions aren't that hard either. But you're trying to outthink other people, and I just like the different options, and it's a very beautiful game. Number 3 is Igloo Pop. This is just a silly, silly game in which there are igloos with little beads in them, and you're picking them up, shaking them, and saying, oh, this one has 7 beads in it. If you think you know exactly how many beads are in it, you can guess, or you can guess kind of in a range, which gives you fewer points, but gives you a better chance of getting them correctly. Silly fun, and there's no other game like it. Number 2 is Tobago. Tobago is a logic game in a sense where you're going to an island and you're looking for treasure, and you are determining where that treasure is. You'll play a card that says, well, it's not on desert spots that are next to trees. So everyone puts a cube on the desert spots that are next to trees. And slowly you're canceling out of the spots so you figure out where the treasure is, then you drive your car there, get the treasure, and then we find another treasure. It's a cool concept, really good. Not as many people have heard about this one, but it's a really solid game. And number 1 is Manila. Manila, oh, I love Manila. Manila is like a gambling game. There's 3 boats going down the river in the Philippines, and you are going to roll dice to move these, but as you roll them, you're going to be betting on whether the boats will make it, or whether they won't make it, or whether you can try to crash one, or how many boats will make it. And you're kind of betting in different areas. It's a really cool concept, a lot of fun, a lot of laughter. Just every time I play this one, we get a lot out of it. So that's my favorite game from Zoch Verlag. They have some big games and small games, and they make a lot of cool little things. I mean, when I was going through their list of games, I was like, wow, there's just so many neat games. They're unique, they're interesting, and there are many times where I'll see a game and go, that is a Zoch game. I can just tell by looking at it. Hamster Roll, that's a Zoch game, Beastie Bar, as you look at these games, and that's a neat, their company has a very distinct feel to them, and some of them are starting to come over to America now, which I think is very exciting. So there's certainly a company to keep an eye on. That's the best of publishers. Today, Zoch Verlag.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.